I was on mute. What's up, everybody? Welcome to CrowCast, episode 65. It's the hangover from download. Incredible. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Pretty incredible weekend, Ronnie Exford.
Yeah, and firstly, I just want to say to everyone, it's not gonna be a long show tonight. And for those who are joining us and not watching the football, thank you very much. For those who've got one eye on everything, we're going to update you throughout the show. So even if there are footy fans watching who want to know what England are doing in Scotland, you'll see a flash up at the bottom. We'll keep you in touch the best we can. There you go. Score update: England 1, Czech Republic 0. Score update: Croatia 1, Scotland 1. Unbelievable, Shane.
Unbelievable. Wales are through, though.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, massive shout out. I'll actually give me 2 seconds because I know we're live. But so the other day on the fan page, Shane, I'm going to tell you a quick story which I've only remembered as I'm speaking to you. Basically, somebody said on the fan page there's no way that Wales would get through the group stage. Now, I'd forgotten about this, a little bit of banter back and forth. And Mike Dorrington, I don't know if I've got your name right. I don't even know if you watch CrowCast, but Mike messaged me on Instagram, Shane, and went, here you go. There's a screenshot of basically saying if we got through, he'd give £40 to the charity of my... Exactly. What an honest chap and what a great sport.
What was his name again?
Mike Dorrington.
Scream for me, Dorrington. Yeah.
Right. So fair play to Mike. If you are watching, you're a legend. You're a great sport. He said that Wales wouldn't go through it. And he actually said he'll never underestimate Wales ever again. And that's how it should be. Exactly.
Outstanding. £40. Great. Yeah, great charity.
Right, before we bring in the boys, because we're going to talk all about the weekend, this episode is a recap of the download pilot. We'll take you through all of it. But before we do, we never normally do this, but we're going to talk about next week's show because it's quite exciting. The prize is phenomenal. Do you want me to... I'll cue it up and you can have a chat. So next week's show, Shane?
Next week's show, we have got the download quiz, a special CrowCast quiz all about download, and the prizes are pretty awesome. Check this out. 3rd place, signed personal drum skin that Ronnie used at download, bass strings that Lloyd used at download, and plectrums from all guitarists, Lloyd, Dave and Shiner, plus a signed set list. That's 3rd place. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome, if you ask me.
That's really
Second prize is Those Damn Crows £50 merch store voucher, plus a signed download pilot set list. And the first prize, check this out, 2 VIP weekend passes for download 2022, including camping and free parking, and a signed download pilot Crow set list. Epic.
It's incredible, and the lineup is just absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, we are going to talk about the download pilot, but it'd be rude not to flash the poster and just show how amazing it is. There's still more artists to be announced as well. And yet again, like I said, what a fantastic prize. Massive thanks to Andy Coppin and all the download team. Wow. This is going to be an interactive quiz. Now, for anybody who have never, ever played along with us, you'll need 2 devices. You can either watch on your TV or your tablet. Is that correct, Shane? And play along on your phone.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. But they're really easy. I mean, well, how many have we done now? 2, 3?
Yeah, we did a few that, they're really successful. Like I said, I know a lot of people get trouble, but we'll give you plenty of time to log in. It'll all be in the night. You won't have to do anything prior to the show, so don't worry. If you head over to the Those Damn Crows fan page, I'm sure the Crow family will help you, especially people who have done it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is next week, so put it in your diaries, guys. Let everybody know. It's a tremendous prize. Like I said, we are doing a CrowCast download quiz. CrowCast download quiz and incredible prizes. Absolutely incredible prizes, especially that first place, 2 VIP weekend passes for download 2022. incredible.
That's not bad. I mean, we were there, right? Oh, sorry. Before we go on, tonight is a Q&A. So if any of you guys got questions, put them in the chats there in the comments, and we're going to go through them all. So anybody who have questions about what it was like and what have you, anything specific, we're going to answer them all tonight because there's no guests, just the rest of the crows who are backstage waiting for us.
Yes, exactly what Shane just said. Any questions throughout the show, just put them in the chat room. We'll do our best to rattle through them. Anything you want to know. We haven't actually answered questions for a while as well. That's why we wanted to do that tonight. So if there's anything you want to know about upcoming or what we've been up to, we'll answer it the best we can. Shall we bring in the boys?
Bring in the boys.
We got Shiner, we got Lloyd, and we got David.
What's up, everyone?
There's a delay in Wales, is it, boys?
I think there is with my internet today.
Jesus Christ, you reply quicker in LA when we have those guests in, man. Bloody hell.
How's it going?
It's too early for us, man.
I know this is early for us. We're like, oh, it's like early morning for us. This is.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said, tonight is all about talking about the download pilot. Let's start with you, Shine. How did you find it, Bat?
I said to you boys after that, it was almost like, I've practiced harder, like in the house. I don't know whether it was a thing of, because we haven't done it so long, the adrenaline just got me through. But thinking back, I generally can't remember much of the set.
No, me.
It's just like, boom, on you go, off you come. It's like, oh, okay. I think I said to Rico after, right, where we to tomorrow? And it's like,
Yeah. I Donna put a question there, right? Were you extra nervous? I was really nervous all day. I felt really nervous all day. But then half an hour or an hour before, when you're getting yourself properly ready, just settled down and thought, right, this is what we do, But it was, it was a strange experience, wasn't it? I mean, in a good way, because it's like jumping in the deep end, wasn't it? It was like no shows, and then potentially probably the biggest show we've ever done, isn't it? So,
yeah. I was nervous only because to do nothing all year and then do arguably one of the biggest festivals on the planet, and well, it will be this year because of obviously the restriction stuff. But because it was one stage on, one stage off. We've done download before, but there's multiple stages, so everybody that turns up to see you want to see you. But this was different. This was the only show on at that time. So for me, it was like all these new people that haven't seen us, like the download youngsters and stuff, are they going to get what we're about? So that really started playing on my mind, like, I don't know, 2 hours before we went on stage. And I remember saying to you boys, didn't I, do you think, they'll know the songs? And when we did Who Did It, and I just put the microphone up and I could hear them singing like the pre-chorus and then the line "Who Did It," and they all sang. I was like, that was it then, off to the races. As soon as I heard the crowd that were there with us, like you, Shine, it was a blur then. It all just, I don't know, it was weird. I wasn't really there, but I was.
Yeah. I think my vivid memory of it, the part I can really remember is when you went crowd surfing. And I seen the person grab your money makers. Like,
yeah. I'm done.
There he is, man.
Sorry, there he is.
Oh, there it is.
Well, if you look underneath there, look, there's a few arms going into places there, and you can't see fingers, can you?
Yeah, it looks like they've disappeared. Their hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know where they are.
No wonder I look so happy, flipping heck.
Well, the one person is facing you doing it. Like, it's like a proper calculated thing. It's not like a random hand. It's like someone's turned around and he's like, right, I'm going for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make yourself known.
It's like what's the name in it? It's like Taken in it. I will find you.
Yeah. Yeah. Name and shame.
Yeah.
How did it feel, Shane? How did it feel? Not
Well,
the grabbing, the crowd
surfing
surf.
bit or the grabbing bit?
Well, it was. They advised me not to do it. Download the people, the powers that be backstage. They said, we don't think you should do it, but we're not gonna stop at the same time. And there was obviously, I had these ideas of, I don't know if anybody was there or watching, but there was two massive screens either side of the stage. And I was talking to Ronnie before, and I was thinking, oh, there's a nice little platform up by those screens. And I almost imagined myself standing on the screen. And if the camera was on me, it'd be me and a big version of me. Do you know what I mean? So I was going through that with Ronnie, but then we're like, yeah, let's do that. And then they overheard me talking and basically said, look, if you go climbing, it's a $2.5 grand fine.
And the plug gets pulled. That was
Yeah,
the one,
and they
wasn't it?
literally pull the plug and that's your set over. So actually the boy said, we'll yeah, if it's $2.5 grand, it's $2.5 grand, do it. But then they turned around and said, but they'll pull the plug. And we're like, right, okay. It'd be pointless coming all this way just to get stopped. But yeah, so it then came down to just jumping in the crowd, which was brilliant.
I think it worked nicely.
I think that's an important thing there, man, because like before they said they would pull the show, we genuinely, I mean, anybody watching this now, we would have paid the fine just to interact, like, you know, because like I said, 18 months without playing, we just wanted to give the best show that we possibly could. You know, there's nothing against the social distance shows that's been going on and stuff, but it's still hard. And we speak to a lot of the bands, and you know, we know from our experience now doing it in Germany with a limited crowd of like 100 odd, it just wasn't the same of a bloody rock, you know, a music lover just going off their head, isn't it? Not social distancing, sweating, jumping up and down like how we're supposed to be, like, and that energy's there then, that interaction's there, like, you know. So I know what you mean, but it was like the fine was, you know, it was nothing really. It was there to pay the fine. It was just a case of when they said they pull the plug, well, you don't wait 18 months to play in front of 10,000 people to go, well, fuck them.
Well, exactly, yeah. And I just thought the crowd would be so disappointed if they did that. But there was just this perfect place where I could climb up. There you are. Maybe next time.
They tease you like that. See, they tease you. They do that on purpose. They put it there just to tease you.
Yeah, it's a quick one, but there, Shane, I just brought it up. Did you find your ball?
No, still looking for it. It'd be on somebody's necklace, I reckon, like a little pearl.
And another one while we're on the crowd surfing, did you get your pocket picked?
I've learned. Where was the other place we did it? I did it somewhere else. I can't remember where. I can't remember. But anyway, not that anybody would have some out of my pockets, but I could feel their hands on my wallet, and that was the first thing that went through my head. Oh, don't put your wallet in your pocket next time round.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was nothing in my pockets. Just my ball. Went missing.
Wow.
Keep it on it.
As long as you still got one, you'll be all right.
Exactly. On the subject of nerves, Lloyd, how are you feeling, bet?
Fine, bro. Absolutely fine. I mean, as soon as we entered our stage, it was like, oh my god, man, it felt like we never been away. Like,
what about before it? What was kind of going on?
I was fine, man. I was absolutely fine. I mean, just more excited, really, than, you know, there's always a calm before the storm, isn't it? But it's just more like, yeah, come on, I'm fucking born for this shit. You know?
I love that. Well, I wish I had some of that. 20
once
years.
Go
on, Dave.
Once the gear got loaded in and started to get set up behind the backstage area, and I saw Kev doing his bits and all the rest of it, and everything he was like, no, you crack on and go get yourself sorted and ready. I was like, then I sort of, I don't know, the kind of nerves kind of went away. Still had this sort of that kind of like excited kind of nerves you have a little bit, you know, which, you know, that was still there, but that's more like I'm excited. But yeah, the nerves went away once the gear was sort of set up and ready to go, you know.
Yeah,
I think like for me, you know, like we used to get the old butterflies in the stomach.
Yeah,
I really miss having that.
Yeah,
because that was all part of, you know, you feed from that. Well, I kind of embrace it and used to feed from having all that, but I don't get it anymore, and I'm kind of gutted that I don't. Do you know what I mean? It's a weird thing to describe.
I never ever got nervous. I always used to, which I said to you boys, as you know, like any of you been in bands in the past with me, it was dangerous because I get so riled up for the gig that it was like out of a cannon, like, you know, and it still is. But it was the case of this one was like good nerves. It wasn't a, oh my God, I can't go on stage and I'm petrified. It was like, it was good nerves because we haven't, you know, to be honest, Shane's been saying it for weeks, like, and it haven't really sunk in, but he was just, you know, when he was saying to us kind of like subtly in the room and stuff in the rehearsal room, oh yeah, it's good that we're back jamming, but you know, we haven't played a fucking show. Like, we haven't, but you were saying it like calmly, not frighteningly. It was just the case of putting it out there. And I think, you know, that's brave, like, fair play if it didn't affect you. But I know when I heard that first raw, I was just like, holy fucking shit, this is real, like, you know, and I just realized that there's no going back. You can't, like, everything's live, you know, so any mistakes, I don't know, it was a completely different approach. If you know,
just got to roll with it, man. You just got to roll with it, and and ride it, as they say, ride that wave.
Yeah.
Carly says a question here. At one point, you said everything that could go wrong went wrong. What went wrong? Well, basically, one of our songs, "Sick of Me," we kind of had this idea of trying something we kind of haven't done before. Obviously, "Sick of Me" is like a massive song with like backing vocals, strings, piano track. We tried to go to download and make it the heaviest set that we got, and just wanted to just jump on stage and play our show. So there was a track being played, and Ronnie was like in charge of, you know, starting the track and stuff. But when he hit the button, there was no track. There was literally nothing other than a click track. So it really, you know, everybody was scampering around trying to work things out, all the crew and stuff, but it was just wasn't there. So there was no piano track, and there's a part in the middle of the song, obviously, where it breaks down. It's just piano. Well, there was nothing to sing to. So it completely messed everything up. It was a bit disorientating, but hey, it's a live show, and it was amazing just to go through that crap. And it kind of turned out all right, in all fairness. Like, listening back to it, someone put it up the other day, and I was like, oh, I thought it was like a car crash, to be honest, on stage, because we were hearing it differently in the monitors. But it was pretty all right. It was all right.
Yeah.
Answering Marcus's question, but there was the most uncomfortable performance or thing for myself, to be honest, Mark. All through the jams, we had a few niggles, but towards the end, it was fun. And the same as like writing it and being in the studio, it was fun. But when we played Download, I've never concentrated or felt a little bit detached, because like Shane said, you can't help those gremlins, and there's just nothing. Everything that should have been there in your years just wasn't there. And it was learning how to cope with that professionally. We got a score update 2-1 to Croatia. Come on, the Scots. Come on. Yeah, everything you prepare for, you've just got to kind of roll with it and learn how to kind of overcome it. For myself, I was just like, it's just I wasn't in the zone then. It was like the concentration's maximum. Yeah. And like I said, the boys kind of know when I'm in the vibe because they feed off that, and it's so on. I feed off the boys. But when you're just there, and I think I forgot I was being filmed, to be honest, because we forgot there's cameras everywhere. But my face through that song must have looked so concentrating. You know what I mean? When you're trying too hard to listen to things that you shouldn't be like. So just.
And of course, when I was happening, I had to buy some time and stuff. And I was just off the cuff, and I think somebody shouted up, "Happy birthday, Ronnie!" And I was like, "Oh yeah, let's talk about that." So I turned around and basically converted 10,000 people into Welshmen. Did you hear it? And women. So I don't think anybody have put the clip up as well. So if you weren't there, I wished Ronnie a happy birthday, but I kind of said in Wales, we do it a different way. We say, "Happy birthday, you fucking twat." And the entire Download crowd said that back to Ronnie, like really aggressive and loud. It was absolutely brilliant. A real highlight.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was
It's-
mad because at the time when you'd said it, I could hear you saying my name and stuff, and then I heard "Happy birthday, you fucking twat." But it's
Ronnie's
as
there
I-
trying to
I'm trying to
concentrate on
kind of,
doing stuff.
yeah, yeah, fucking. I was kind of trying to sort out the. There we are. There he is. Go on, play, bud.
Yes.
But yeah, I
I want to see the next video.
was trying to sort out the pad, so it didn't really go in. So I had that disconnect yet again. Like, I was trying to kind of sort sick of me out. What the fuck is going on? There's nothing in my ears. There's no click, nothing. And then all of a sudden, I hear "Happy birthday, you fucking twat." And then I kind of look up. Then I was like, oh, and then you got him to do it again. Then, so yeah, that was a great moment yet again. Like, so
They all said in a Welsh accent as well. It was
Well,
brilliant.
Josh, our driver, he just put in the comments now, Josh Frederick, he said he'd fallen asleep in the van when we went on stage. And he said that's what woke him up. Everyone shouting "Happy birthday, you fucking twat." He said he jumped out and come and watch the rest of the set then.
What was it? What was the nerves like for you, Shine?
Do you know what? It was probably the calmest I've ever been walking on that stage. It was. I get more nervous practicing.
Oh.
It was just, oh right, yeah, we're doing this. Now whether I've had 18 months thinking about it, do you know what I mean? And then I'm fully mentally prepared for it.
Well, I think when you got with what you just said, Shine. I mean, when you're there and you're about to walk on, there's no going back.
No.
So you just got to go on and do it.
Yep.
So
It's like, oh, we got over there.
you probably accepted that a long time ago.
And I was sick of me for you as well. How was that, Shine? How did that feel?
The mad thing was sick of me. I said to some of you after, because when we were practicing, I had no track or no click in my ears. Oh, I did on the day. I was like, oh, it's just new. All right.
Yeah,
So-
and can I just put it out there as well? Like, we took a crew and they were phenomenal. Massive shout out to all the guys who helped us. Brilliant. But you got to think all the crew that worked at Download. This is the first time they've worked in 18 months. It's not just the bands. It was like this was back to work for all the crew, even the gear. A big shout out to all the gear. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of those
Well done.
cables. Yeah, well, a lot of those cables, I didn't think about stuff like that until it was pointed out to us. But, there was loads of bands that had technical problems. So we're not going to be the first to say that. And we surely won't be the last. I think the majority of bands on that Download pilot had technical issues. And that is absolutely nobody's fault because everything has been put to bed for 18 months. And we had 3 weeks notice, including the gear, to get in a field and put on a show. It's been put out there as well in the papers. It's well known that a lot of the bands didn't have a fee. I think actually no band had a fee. We just had expenses paid because the whole point was that we wanted to be part of the government test, including the headliners, etc. So other festivals can go forth. Like, do you know what I mean? That's the whole point. And what was incredible about this, it was, so I don't blame anyone. Now we've slept on it and you come home and you realize fuck how massive that event was. And I think one of you said it to me in the field, fuck, this was put together in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did blow my mind. When I was looking around, I was like, dude, fair play. Because it was properly done, wasn't it? It was no corner cutting or anything like that. It was like, it was great. I that sort of size festival and that sort of it was amazing. I thought it was awesome. Incredible they put that together in such a short amount of time, and all the safety and all that stuff as well.
Yes, I agree there. I absolutely agree. It's phenomenal. Here's another question by you, just in case we missed it. Stuart Charles. How did it feel?
Playing Blink without the piano? It was a bit strange.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah.
I think we all said that in rehearsals too, because obviously we were jamming it before the show, and we were like, oh, let's make the set as easy as possible. And we kind of like to keep the piano and all acoustic songs or for bigger headline shows. So this is just about hit in download with the best sort of fastest 40 minutes we got. So it felt good. It did feel strange, but it felt good to play it again in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt on the night personally, it felt great, but in practice, it felt weird.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that to any of you in case it got in your heads, but in rehearsals, I kept thinking, this is just weird. Like, but I'm gonna. Oh, do I say the secret? I don't know. It's another nice download kind of moment. So basically, we've said in the past, like, I remember who did it the moment, like, you had the thought of who did it in the Shane. Let's put that first. And I think the similar thing happened with Blink of an Eye, where you had the idea at the start and you just wanted to say a few words really to kind of sum it up. And I won't go into that, but basically anybody was there. It was a real special moment and a beautiful speech. And then we just kicked straight into it. And now, actually, and I don't think I've said this to you, so it is kind of live, that made it better for me. That made it just seemed right. I think how you did it and then how we went into it was just like, I don't know, it just brought it all together. You know what I mean? Just that missing ingredient that was, and it just goes to show I fucking love that about being in a band when you can just drop something on the fly and just go with it, like, you know. So
as soon as you counted us in, man, it was like wallop.
Yeah, but it was
brilliant. In my years, I was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah, it was a speech as well. Do you know what I mean? It was just like,
fell into
you know,
place, nice, man.
Yeah, fuck I and to have the fucking tent erupt, and I could just feel the energy yet again, and I think that's what it's all about. If you can connect and get that, there we go. See, Jax, it's made me cry, like, you know. It's it was really emotional speech, and it was just fucking powerful. And you're that many thousand people fucking shouting and screaming. It was just brilliant, like. So and then, yeah, like you said, Lloyd, when he counted us in, the impact was there. It was almost like, I don't know, it just made it, I don't know, it just put a little bit more sauce on the track, like, you know. So we're kind of talking live here. This is organic because we've never really talked about it, like, you know. So I don't know how you felt about that, Dave.
I thought it was a good sentiment, and also, like you said, that impact of it coming in like that was, and the song almost. The lyrics of the song almost resonated with the message as well, didn't it? You know, that kind of tied in, you know, because obviously the meaning of the song could be anything really, you know, that you can make, but it did sort of tie in with the message there, you know.
Yeah. Just so lucky to be a part of it, man. It was incredible.
Yeah, it was a monumental occasion, wasn't it? It was. No, something people will probably talk about, I think, for a long time, you know.
What's brilliant with Blink is, like, even though we did the harder guitar-based version, I suppose the little speech beforehand and the sentiment of the song struck a chord, but then when you play with the piano, there's another emotive. So it's just different. It's just different levels. I mean, that's songwriting completely, in it. You know, the composing and picking it apart and making it work for the show, I think, is the important thing, not just for the song, where it sits in a show. I think we're half decent at that.
I think it's because of all the bands. I think we've done interviews and said this of, you know, a lot of our favorite bands tend to do it. They transition into different songs, and I think that's it's just so class, man, when they do that. Whether, you know, we've named it before, whether it be the Police jamming or the Foo Fighters just go on a tangent. Aerosmith do it, man. They have like little breakdowns and stuff like that. You know, even punk rock bands do it. You know, Green Day, when they do the covers and stuff. And I kind of like that because you're not, you know. This is quite a critical, but it's a true statement, and I'm quite a purist. If I want to listen to a record, I sit in the house and listen to a record, preferably on vinyl or whatever. But if I go and watch a band, I don't want to listen to the record. I don't want to listen to. That's it. They just stand there. They just, you know what I mean? I want to see a band, even if they play a bit faster or even if they do fuck up, I just want to see the purest form of that band that I went to see, like, you know. So I hope a lot of other people feel like that, because we are living in quite a polished generation now, isn't it? Everything is quite sheeny, like, and I do still like the rough, man, or, you listen to a band and they just break out into fucking Metallica or something. You're like, whoa, where did that come from? Like, you know, it's those surprises, man, the pops, and they're like, you know.
Yeah, it's a reason to go and see a band live as well, isn't it? You know, like you said, you know, if you want to listen to the record, you can just listen to the record. But you go and watch a band live because you want to have a different experience, you know.
It's just those special little moments captured, man, of a moment in time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Got another question for you. How many alcoholic drinks were consumed?
Too many. Way too many.
Well, it was mainly Carlsberg, so you got to drink a lot of Carlsberg in you to get drunk. So I was really trying for them Carlsbergs, but
I had a couple of Summersbys afterwards. That's all they were selling, really, was Carlsberg and Summersby, wasn't it?
Aye.
Yeah, we did. We'd enjoy ourselves, didn't we, afterwards, you know?
Well,
So,
we got a little bit of a surprise by you, which we'll come back to the questions now. There are loads. Keep the questions coming, guys. I mean, like I said, every week we tend to focus on our guests, and then we get the boys on, do a bit of shenanigans at the end. Tonight's all about the download pilot recap and any other questions that you want to ask us. It's all about you guys tonight as well. But we have a little bit of Long Time Dead from Download Pilot.
Oh, cool.
Whoa,
Oh, no.
that's a little. Whoa.
Oh, no.
no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Fast as this fucker now, isn't it?
I'm not hearing anything, eh?
Turn the volume up.
Oh, there he is, man. There he is, boy.
Excellent. That was brilliant. Well done, boys.
Well done, boys.
We nailed that.
Great job.
Download Pilot. I love it.
I tell you what, when that's been sorted out, let me quickly go over the birthdays because there's a couple.
Oh, cool.
Let me just change this because I can't see it. The font is too small. Here we go. Birthdays. Happy birthday to the wonderful Diane Roberts. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Diane.
Happy birthday.
What a great day, lovely. Russell Bills, it's your birthday today too. Happy birthday, Russell.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Russell.
Helen Biggs, it's also her birthday today. Hope you had a lovely day, Helen. Happy birthday, Helen.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Anthony Suter. Shane, can you please wish my sister Helen Jenkinson a happy 50th birthday? She'll be joining us up at Steelhouse for her birthday along with her 8-year-old daughter, Rose, who loves Shiner. That's wicked. Happy birthday, Helen.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I can't wait to meet you, Rose. B. Edwards, please, can I have a birthday shout out for our son, Joe, please? He's 22 on the 24th of June. Happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Have a great day. Hope we get spoiled. And that's the birthdays.
Tidy.
Fantastic. Should we have another peek? See if we got Long Time Dead.
Aye, go on.
It's crazy when you look back at it, isn't it?
Little did I know I'd lose a bollock.
That's what a man with 2 bollocks looks like there.
Hit them with a classic line, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, score update 3-1 to Croatia. Come on, Scotland.
Was that a Johnny? You're blowing up Johnny.
Yeah, you don't remember that, do you? I remember going, look, it's Johnny.
It was mad looking out, seeing a sea of hands, and again, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, such a good zoom, innit? Bloody hell.
Hey, look at Dave in the background. Fuck guy. He's a guy, yeah.
He's got the ending.
I forget the song.
Yes, look at that.
It's a full ass.
Oh,
Oh, they cut it. They cut the big maiden ending. Bloody hell.
Done.
Bloody hell. Oh.
For anyone who's wondering what we're talking about, you would have known when we were there. We did the very ending of that song. I don't know if you noticed, if you've ever seen Iron Maiden live or listened to the live record, some of the endings, they are very like signature endings, or the way they finish them live. And we did a little tip of the hat, didn't we, to Maiden, like a shotgun finish.
having a good pick there, Dave.
I really cringe when watching S Boys. I can't do it. It's not too bad like listening to audio, like, you know, if you listen to the album in the car and stuff, but like watching, I hate it, honestly. I was like,
Play some more.
I was going to say, yeah, it's supposed to be torture for you, then.
Oh, I hate it,
Do
honestly.
the live DVD now.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, Emerald. That was the whole point.
Yeah, nice tip of the hat.
Yeah, amazing. They were so responsive, the crowd. They're brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, they were up for it, weren't they?
And I gotta say this. Those people that weren't there, the amount of texts I had personally, and our Facebook page had, hours before we went on stage, wishing you the best of luck, guys, and blah blah. For the people that weren't there, thank you so much. We read them, we saw them, we felt the love even before we went on stage.
Yeah,
I have to express that because my phone just kept lighting up hours before download, and it was amazing. So thank you.
yeah. We love that.
Big love, man.
Yes, Claire. Relieved to see Shiner was sporting a man bun. I panicked and thought he'd cut his hair when I first saw pics. Yeah, he sprang out on us.
Yeah, that was funny, because he done it. He asked you to put it up in the dressing room.
You got me to do it. Didn't you, Shine?
I said, you've changed. You've changed.
Well, I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm in download. I'm backstage. Where's my personal address? I said, Dave, you will have to do it.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah. So I was there straightening, getting his hair in the bun and doing the old twist and turn and wrap it up, you know.
Yeah. He also dressed me in the morning, he did. It was good.
I did.
In exchange for a cuppa, was it? Shino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kettle on Shino.
Was on tour, stays on tour. Enough said.
But yeah, you know, it did. I was like, I've never done that before. Shine, this was true. You know.
Yeah, I was just having one of the moments. It's just like, it's doing my fucking head in. There's no way you get into my neck.
Yeah. No, I've been there, but I've been there.
Yeah. It's back now, though.
Is
There
there
she
any
is,
other
man.
questions there?
I kind of I lost where I was in the feed. So yeah, yet again, guys, if you want to ask any questions,
Here we go.
whether it be download pilot, or whether it be anything about the band or anything, this is all about you. It's not going to be an ultra long show tonight, but whatever we can answer, we will do. We have lost a lot of the questions, unfortunately. I press one bloody button and
By the way, our Tan Coombs has asked, did we manage to catch any other bands over the weekend?
oh, good question. There we are.
Yeah, I
straight off the
caught a
bat.
bit of A.
Yeah, a little bit of A.
That was the first time I've ever seen them as well, and I thought they were brilliant.
Yeah,
watching
we're going to deliver you some rock. That was funny whenever he turns up on their Deliveroo. That was quite funny.
Watch
Yeah.
a bit of
So-
Contra,
Yeah.
Penta Chikari.
Saw a bit of them, yeah.
Yeah. Who's the
So a
band
little bit
on?
of a couple of the bands on the same stage as us, didn't we? There were ones before, so there was some good ones.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have checked out Frank Carter as well, but we
Yeah.
didn't get to the hotel till Friday night. And then we were going to go over to the grounds, but it was the case of, I don't know, we were up early so we just wanted to make sure that, no mistakes were made and the beer didn't come out too early. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, that would have been smashing otherwise, but I'm sure we'll catch him soon. But yeah, A were brilliant, for me. They were
Yeah,
absolutely
they were always a band on the circuit. We used to go to the deconstructions, and they were always on the bill when they A. And they had that hit. Nothing was that's a hell of a tune, now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about say if we do a bit of a competition and come back to download questions and questions off the Crow family? Is that cool?
Okie doke.
Right.
Excellent.
What's the next lyric? It's lyric time. What's the next line? What's the next line? What's the next line?
So the lyric is as follows: seek and find, cross the line, sins combined. What's the next line? Go. Seek and find, cross the line, sins combined. What's the next line? And the prize is going to be, look, it's a set list from our show at Download. See this year? Let me show you. This one here is mine, and this one's Roddy's. Look at that. An optical
I like
illusion.
and toasty.
Look, they're the same size. They're not. Only got a little one.
Well,
Ah, fantastic. Oh, Dave finds it funny. Look at that.
It's frozen.
Oh, Smiley Joe down the bottom left. Brilliant, isn't it, Dave? You having a good time? Yeah, look at that. He's having a good time. Well, hopefully we can get Dave back, because then we can have a chat about this week's Crow Radio. But he's looking like he's having way too much of a good time down on the bottom left. I tell you what, there's a hell of a screenshot.
Hang on, I gotta do this.
England have scored.
Oh, score update! Score update! Score
Yeah,
update.
England.
Here's come in.
You back, Dave?
Oh, it's disallowed. Disallowed.
Oh, VAR, VAR. Oh, I love it. Yeah, massive thanks, like I said, to anybody who's missing the game or they got one eye on the game, one eye on us. That's very kind. Very, very kind. We'll have while we're waiting for the answer, let's have a quick look at Crow Radio this week.
The best.
The best.
The best.
The best music all day long. Crow Radio. Crow Radio. Available now via Those Damn Crows Spotify page. Don't forget to click the green heart.
There we are. So this week we've put together a playlist for the people who could not make it on a weekend. And it's the set list that we played on the weekend. So there we are. 40-minute set, 9 songs. 40 minutes of rock and roll. So the first song was Who Did It? Second song was Long Time Dead. Then it was Don't Give a Damn. That's when Shane went crowd surfing and had his bollocks stolen. Devil in My Pocket. Sick of Me. Set in Stone. Sin on Skin. And then we finished off with Blink of an Eye, Into Rock and Roll Ain't Dead.
Oosh.
So you can listen to that and you can pretend you were there and just enjoy it.
I love
Shame there's
that.
no live versions, is there? We could have checked on there a few, but
Aye, maybe something, it'll all build in the future, won't it?
yeah.
It'll all build in the future.
Put a bit of reverb on your stereo. Bit of echo.
Bit
It'll
of
sound live.
bit of reverb on a stereo.
Yeah.
And if they want to save the playlist, mate, or what do they do? How do they
Save it to
follow?
your library, press the green heart. If you want to download it offline, press the little downwards facing arrow. So do both of those things. For belt and braces.
Love it. Love
Yeah.
it. So that's this week's Crow Radio, a playlist of our set in Donington. There it is.
That was a good set, that. Good
And
set.
that's also the prize for What's the Next Line. Do we have a winner yet, Shane, or is it still going through VAR?
There's been so many that answered. We'll have 2, right?
Oh, there we go.
Who gets the little set?
Yeah, that's a good
Just a
point.
second.
No, the vehicle set has been taken by a leprechaun. No, we'll sort it out. But the first, the actual line was only a matter of time from Sin on Skin. Loads of people had that right. Thank you guys so much for getting involved. The first one is going to be Sarah Bay. Well done, Sarah.
Well done,
Send
Sarah.
send us your
done.
details. We'll send you out a set list signed by us boys. And the second winner is Claire Merritt. Well done, Claire.
Well done,
Well
Claire.
done, Claire.
Claire was actually a download.
Yes, I remember seeing her face. She was on my side.
Yes, she had a Crow's t-shirt on. Well
Yeah.
done, Claire. Well
Mm.
done, Claire. They'll be shipped out, and this is probably a good time to remind, or if anybody's just tuned in, next week's show, which would be Tuesday, the what, Dave?
Oh, God, now you got me. I don't know.
love it. Oh,
Tuesday the 29th,
Tuesday the 29th. At what time, Dave?
9 p.m.
Excellent. So next week's show, CrowCast 66. 66. Not quite the number of the beast, but
I
we're
was gonna
not
say,
far
yeah,
off
ties
it.
in.
It does actually, doesn't it? That is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, CrowCast 66 is our download quiz. And for anybody who doesn't know, or tell your friends, tell your family, it's gonna be a busy one actually, because the prizes are, Shane.
First prize, 2 VIP weekend passes for Download 2022. That includes camping and free parking. And also you get a
VIP.
signed download pilot set list from our set. Second prize, Those Damn Crows, £50 merch store voucher, signed pilot set list as well. And the third is a signed personalized drum skin, that Ronnie used in our set, Lloyd's bass strings that are used in our set, and the boys' picks. All 3 of them are giving you a pick and a signed pilot.
Basically, a load of old tat, third place there.
Well, if I'm a fan, for me,
I
that's the
tell you
one
what.
I'd want.
I
Yeah.
know it's it's third place, but
That's
fantastic.
the memorabilia, that is.
Aye, that is fantastic. Not tack, but bloody hell. And for anybody who hasn't seen the lineup next year, that is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's unbelievable.
Look at that. Look at
From
it.
top to bottom, that is going to be one hell of a weekend. 80,000 plus strong. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And you, if you want to come on next week, Tuesday, the what, Dave?
29th at 9 p.m.
Tuesday 29th at 9 p.m. We'll put it on all the socials. It'll be on the fan page. If you guys want to do the same, like I said, you'll win 2 VIP weekend passes for Download 2022. If you're in it, you could win it.
Sarah Elizabeth Mitchell has said, I think third prize is better than second. So this makes it more interesting because you can play for position, can't you? If you're doing too well, you can rein it in a bit, or
Yeah. And take a
you
gamble.
can fix it. You can fix it if you want third prize, you know?
I love that. So next week they'll all be like, thanks for that fucking advice, Dave. I didn't end up winning any.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't actually tell you how you're doing. Because basically, a little hint, if you haven't played the quiz, you really got to be, it's quick fingers, isn't it? You basically got to answer as quick as you can, because the quicker you answer it, the more points you get. Result. We have a result in.
1-0.
There you go, Jeff.
Well done, England.
Do you think?
Well
do you
done,
think
next round.
Wales will come up against England in this final 16 at any point? What do you think?
No, England got France, Germany, or Portugal, haven't they?
Yeah, next, I think.
Bye bye.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean Germany ain't doing too well, are they?
Yeah, France.
Never Scotland.
Unlucky Scotland.
Yeah.
Unlucky Scotland.
Good haul, Scotland. They did, they had a good fight, didn't they?
Yeah. I've loved having them in the tournament. I've loved having them in the tournament.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying that they love the quiz, loads of fun.
Yeah.
Fastest finger first, or like Donna Morgan said, FFF.
Yeah.
Triple F. So yeah. Triple F. So yeah, just a little bit of a hint on next week's quiz. Like I said, it is fastest finger first. There'll be multiple rounds, and you just got to be in it to win it, guys. Loads of people. You'll see the scoreboards. Don't listen to Dave, because literally you can't mathematically work out where you can sit, because you don't really find out until after about a couple of rounds, and you could really fuck yourself over. So you got to be in it to win it. That's next week. Phenomenal prizes. Is there any more questions about Download Pilot? Or should we have a little look at a recap a sec?
Yeah.
Should we have a little look at a recap, yeah?
Go on then.
Every second, my every move is a chance to define me, and every word I choose to say, because I wanna be just like you, but standing in front of me, a black heart, a troubled soul, a future with no control. When I saw your face, it tore my heart wide open. I laughed for no intent, even I laugh at all. Won't see me run, won't see me crawl, won't see me break down when I could've gave. Turn my back on a promise that giving up, I'm not giving in. Won't stop till you're sick of me, but the truth break the glass, it'll set you free. We'll have the world upon our backs, the pressure's still rising.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, there we have it.
Was back
Look at
in.
that. photo credit there, wasn't it? It was Nathan Roach, wasn't it?
That is correct, Dave.
Yes.
Well done.
Of Coal Poet Media.
Well done,
Look him
Dave.
up on Instagram and Twitter and whatnot. Brilliant photographer, as you can see.
Yes, quite emotional looking back at that. It's like
was.
it already feels like it was ages ago.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. But hopefully not too long now, and I'm very positive moving forward, isn't it? You know, that's the thing. If all the results, everything comes back great now, this has got to be good news, like, you know.
I hope so. But
Yeah, it's kind of all hinging on this, really, isn't it? If this has gone well, then it kind of it says that it can be done safely in a certain way, can't it? You know.
yeah.
Yep.
So
That's a good question from Chris Stoneberry. You going to bring it up or? Oh, there we are. Cool.
Chris Stone, question. Shane, were you as nervous crowd surfing as you was a Set in Stone video? No, to be honest, because I didn't trust any of you buggers on the videos.
Brilliant.
There was more people to catch me in the tent. No, all jokes aside, I didn't really think about it. Because I said to the boys, "Oh, shall I go in the crowd?" And they were like, "Oh, yeah, I'll do it." And I just saw so many people were there. What was brilliant though, I kind of did that, and everyone kind of moved forward a bit. I made sure we're doing that first before because I picked the wrong spot. Really, there was this young girl lover was right in the front, and I think she posted up something. She took a photo of my ass and was just like, "Oh, thanks for putting it on my head." But yeah, these group of boys moved forward and they were a bit stronger. Like, so yeah, no, I wasn't nervous about it really because there was too many people there. If they dropped me, then fair enough. You know, they look embarrassing, but too many people there. You couldn't see grass, could you? So I was going to be all right.
I'm yet to have a crowd surf whilst we're playing. I might have to follow you down one day, Shane.
Oh well, you're lighter than me, son.
Well, these days I'm not.
Yeah, just don't touch Dave's back.
Yeah, you'll hurt me. You will severely hurt me if you try touching my back.
You know, I was trying to work out how you would crowd surf with that many hands on your back, Dave.
I'd have to go on my front, I think.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just moving across, innit?
Yeah,
It'd be amazing.
Dave's got a weak back. I don't know why we call him baby back.
Baby back.
Yeah.
Baby back.
It's not that I've got a weak. It's not that I've got a weak back. It's that it's sensitive. I couldn't be into all that kinky whipping stuff. It wouldn't work for me, I'm afraid.
No.
David
Franks, question for Dave and Shiner. Did you both use your Klon style overdrives in the front of your amps? And how's the Kraken, Dave?
I used the Klon style overdrive in not all of the songs, but some of them, like Who Did It. The heavier ones I used it for. I didn't use it for like Rock and Rolling Dead. I can't remember in all honesty. But the Kraken is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. It's a beast. Sounded huge. Like, you know, Victory were kind enough to lend me extra cabs to take and stuff. And when Kev was sound checking with it, I was like, "Oh, that sounds nice." Went over. "Oh, that's mine." I was like, "Oh." So yeah, beautiful, lovely amps, really, really meaty. Just, I don't know. Can't fault them.
Yeah, and as for me, I use my Klon for my big sound to push my front of my amp into overdrive, and then when I clean it up, I turn the Klon off.
Yeah.
And that's about as simple
Yeah.
as it gets. But I'd probably change it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Got another question for you. Steve Arnold.
Question, lads. How confident are you that download attendees will all complete the post-event test requirements?
100%.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone wants it to work, don't they? They're not all going, everyone wants this to work. Like everyone who was there loves going to gigs and
And I think everybody, like we were speaking to, and the fans and all, they were so aware of that. It wasn't just, oh, let's just forget about it now. The world has gone back to normal. Everybody was still so aware of what was going on, and I think that was partly to do with how well Download were running it. You know, you see staff and all around the place, and then so yeah, I think they will, bud. And well, yeah, it just had that vibe, didn't it, boys? It was just everyone was on the same page.
I think
Yeah, everyone was there.
everybody
Everyone was there
feels
because they love music, but they were also there with a common goal of getting live music kicking off again. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had to have like pre-tests, and we had to upload photos of ourselves with the tests, etc. as well. So they were thorough, which, nothing against the Welsh game that I went to watch, but I found Download was a lot more. They required more. I don't know if that helps anybody watching, but there was a lot more to do. Plus, when you went to collect your passes, you had to have identification. They had it all on system to make sure. Then they brought your photo up on the system to make sure that you had tested negative. So yeah, like I said, everybody wants this to work. You don't want to kind of. I'm just echoing what Shane said, really. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't want it to fail because there's so many festivals out there, and we kind of want the music scene to get back. It's not just for us, it's for the crew. And it's for everyone. Like, it's all the music lovers, so I don't know what you thought, Lloyd. I thought it was run great.
I think everybody who was fortunate to be there feels they have a duty to do so. Do you know what I mean? To going back to the question originally, I think it's part of the process, and I'd like to hope that everybody will adhere to that. Do you know what I mean? To move forward as one.
Yeah.
Aye,
they're a good bunch of download attendees. They're a good bunch. You could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't see any problems. I mean, over the course of the next week or two, we'll obviously hear the results and how it affects other festivals. And but I think they managed it really, really well. And there's not much more I can really add to that besides the fact of I felt safe, and it just felt right. I'm just going to put that out there. I hope it doesn't offend anybody, and I hope it, because I know there's a lot of people who disagree with it, and I know there's a lot of people, but it just felt right and it felt needed. It's because mental health comes into it as well. So it's it was just beautiful to see so many smiling faces.
That is something I was like. Obviously, I got down and personal with the crowd. Like, I saw so many emotions written over people's faces. 1 minute they're screaming like their life depended on it, and they're angry, and then the next they're bawling with emotion and just smiling. And there was it was mental. It was an absolutely mental vibe. And like you said, well needed. I don't think everybody realizes you've got to have that outlet, and I think music and festivals and just connecting with complete strangers is a good thing. So as long as it's done right now, and like you said, as long as if the good comes out of this now, and it's the springboard to get live music back, it was worth its weight in gold, wasn't it? So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Question here from Matt. Did anyone find my duck?
I did see that duck everywhere, man. Fair play.
What was it like? An inflatable duck, was it?
Yeah, yellow duck. Yeah. It's in all the photos.
Yeah, you didn't see it, did you, Dave?
I probably did. I probably didn't pay any attention to it because I was more fixated on the floating Johnny, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an apology to make as well to some poor guy. There was a beach ball football got kicked down to the stage or thrown onto the stage, and I just went up and booted it. And this guy was looking at it, just went like that. I was like, sorry. I'm not any good at football. Ask the boys; they'll tell you all about it.
Do you remember that years ago? I think we played Steelhouse or somewhere, and it was like really early on Crows. And we finished the gig, and it was like, yeah. And I told you I threw the stick. Do you remember that? And it fucking hit the woman. And I was like, oh, no. I'm so sorry. Because she had no intention of catching my stick. She didn't want none of it, and it was just like, woof, like
You
that.
have it. It's like the Will from the In-Betweeners with the frisbee.
Yeah, now I do the underarm. You don't want an overarm, you want an underarm, like, you know. But yeah, so I know what you mean with the beach ball there, Lloyd. It's just those
Yeah, I felt-
moments when you're on stage and you're like, oh no. Or like
thought
Shane
it's
kick,
not a-
did you kick someone before or something? Was it what was that one?
You did drink
Yeah.
out of it, didn't you, in Scotland?
The drink out, like, you're in the moment, didn't you? Like you're just so buzzed up. Like I said, you're under the influence of the gig, like, you know. It's
Well, yeah, and that crowd surf that I did. If you look at the video, I go back to this girl because her head was down at the railing, and I just had to make sure she was all right. That was the girl.
I seen that from stage. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, goodbye."
No, but she was fine. She, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Keep going. I was like, "All right, cheers."
little switch of pace, but you're so the Crow family asked. They said that they would prefer the third prize to be the second prize. So, ta-da! There you go.
yeah,
As
man.
quick as that. Switcheroo. So now the second prize is signed, personalised Dunskin bass string plectrum, all used at Download 2021 pilot. And of course, that first prize, 2 VIP weekend passes for Download 2022. Next week's going to be unbelievable. That's going to be a lot of fun. That is, like, you know, I love seeing the leaderboards as well as they change and stuff. It's the tense, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's always good fun, isn't it?
you know what's going to happen
Go
now.
enter that one next week, Dave. You entering it?
Yeah, I might do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can sell the tickets then, can't I?
Of course you are.
All right. Speak well. She got your ball, Shane.
Cheers, Lucas.
It's Lucas. Hey, do you know what? That's probably
Cheers,
a
buddy.
great time to say that. I was going to actually mention that, and I forgot Lucas. When we were at Download as well, we bumped into Lucas and Mark Andrews and also Sean. So it was brilliant to see, like, people who come on the CrowCast, and especially Lucas, who we got to meet him in the flesh, man. It was just so special, wasn't it, man? Just that as well, like, you know, hey, there's the boys, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was nice meeting some of the people that we've met online, you know, and they're part of our world. We haven't met in person, you know, like Mark Andrews, and like you say, you know, it was really nice.
Yeah, they were over. They were on a chat. We went over. We just brilliant to catch up with them, like, you know. And same with Sean Smith as well. He was one of the first people we seen, wasn't it, when we turned up?
Yeah, we bumped into him literally. Well, as soon as we got there, wasn't he? And he's funny, man. He was behind me in stitches.
He had me in stitches all day, to be honest, because me and Shane said, no matter where we went, fucking Sean was there. He was just there. He'd just be like, he just was there.
That part, as soon as we got there, he went, oh God.
Yeah, man. It was lovely. He was really nice. It was nice bumping into people. We chatted to a few fans as well. I remember we chatting to a few fans after the show, and it was just really nice.
That was really nice. That was like, you know, where people, you just chatting away, and then all of a sudden, someone you haven't seen before. That was happening quite a lot of Download. You know, sometimes you recognize the fans, don't you? But there was a new sort of fan base being created, and it was amazing. And we haven't done that in so long. You know, after effects of a gig. You know, we always go to the merch table and sign and speak to people. And it just felt good doing that again. I love doing that after shows, but yeah, just mental.
Yeah, brilliant.
It is incredible, isn't it? And it's really surreal because, like, we're talking about it, and it does feel like it was ages ago, but yet when you watch the little clips, you're like, oh my God, like, you know, it goes so quick, doesn't it? Like, you know, all of that.
I can't stop looking at the some of the videos on my phone. Like, throughout my day, I'm like, I just look, I'm like, oh, man.
Well, a lot of the bands that we didn't get to catch, I've been looking at their socials and stuff, and, like, you know, just seeing all the hashtags as well. Like, you know, I'd advise that to anybody. If there's if you want to see clips and stuff, there's a lot of people kind of put the video clips up with the hashtags. So I got to see other stuff as well. It's never as good on the phone, I know that, but it still kind of gives you the vibe. And I don't know, it just got me excited that, you know, we're moving in a better direction when you think where we were, like I said, a year ago, 6 months ago. So it's, you know, only positivity, like, you know, that's the best way for it. Should we do Dave's Did You Know and come back to any questions?
If you want.
Excellent.
This is a download, did you know? Staying on topic, right? And not a lot of people know this, right? So
All right, Michael Caine.
Aye.
download is called download because anyone know?
Yeah, Andy Cobbin told us.
What did he say? Why is it called download? Go on.
Well, if I'd say, you know, I'm going to ruin your thing,
Yeah,
aye?
you
Right, well, I'll tell you why, right?
You know why? Because Andy told us. Go on.
It's because
Yeah.
Well, two reasons really. One, download at the time was a dirty word, wasn't it? You know, the beginning of downloading and stuff. So it was like a rock and roll name. And the other thing was, it was when you bought a ticket, you got free downloads of the artists that were billed to play.
Brilliant.
Is that correct? Is that what Andy said?
Yeah, and for those of you who didn't hear it the first time round, you can go to episode 57, available right now on YouTube, where Andy actually told us that. I'm only joking. I don't remember him telling all of that, but I remember him saying some of it, I think.
It's nice for me to elaborate on his point, isn't it?
It
I
is.
agree. It
I
is.
agree. I concur.
Yeah. I was at the first. I was at the first ever download 2003. I don't remember downloads with the ticket. I don't know. I think I was dead against downloading at the time. You know, I was yeah. So I think I would have been like, oh no, I don't even want to do that. You know.
You probably couldn't be bothered.
I probably didn't have a device suitable to do it. I think I didn't even have a smartphone then. I think it was.
When did the iPod come out? What when that 2003? So
yeah, I don't think I had I even would have had a decent smartphone even. You know.
Well, I think it was Lars who put me off downloading, because I know he had a lot of shit with Napster and stuff.
They won, didn't they? They won against Napster.
Yeah, it just put me off, man, because everyone was like, every mate I had at that time were a bit of a pirate, and they'd download albums on torrents,
uTorrent and BitTorrent and all that, isn't it?
LimeWire, Juarez, Kazaa.
Yeah, so it kind of put me off, because obviously, I don't know. I think what happened was, and I'll be honest here, I think I did it once, and then I went and bought that record. I'll have to remember what the record was. But I remember buying the record and it wasn't as good. You know, that magical feeling, it just wasn't as good. It's like, you know, it's almost like when you download a really crap camera film, like a cam version of Jurassic Park, for example. Oh, I can't wait to watch a new Jurassic Park. So you download the shittest quality of it, you watch it, and then when it comes out full Blu-ray, you've already seen it. All the best bits, you've already seen them. So the magic is gone. It's like what I said to you about, I don't really watch trailers because I find they cram everything now in a trailer. And it takes away the magic, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I'm all about the surprise. That's why I love Christmas, isn't it? You know, Father Christmas, isn't it? All right. Yeah. Went on a tangent then. I went on a tangent. Don't fucking download. Don't download. It takes away all the magic, and Father Christmas won't come to you. There we are.
Yeah. If Lars had just said that.
Yeah, if Lars would have said that, he would have won. He wouldn't have gone to court, and I would have saved him some money. So there we are. There we are.
Is the Crows versus Steelhouse football match still going ahead? We hope so, Nicola.
We were talking about that, weren't we, on the weekend?
I got my managerial coat ready.
Well, we're recruiting.
I was just about going to say that, yeah.
So there we go. If anybody wants to let the Steelhouse mob know, Mikey, if you're watching, Max, if you're watching, we're recruiting. We've been recruiting behind the scenes.
It's the draft, isn't it? It's like the draft, the Crows draft.
Yeah, we have football shirts and football kits, as we said months and months ago, in production. We just haven't. We're just waiting for the Steelhouse move next. But it's all about the music at the moment, and the football will come next. Like, you know, so
Yeah, it will happen. It is going to happen though.
I love
Well,
that.
if they haven't shit out.
6 more.
Well,
pages.
yeah, there's always that. There's always that.
Well done, James.
I
That's
don't
frightening,
start that
isn't
now.
It is true, isn't it? 6 more paydays. Do you get paid monthly?
I guess he
There we
does,
are.
yeah.
You got 6 more.
Dude.
You got 6 more. There we are. Before he'd be jumping down a chimney for you, but got a chimney? Is it chimney or chimney? Chimney.
Chimney.
You know?
When the hell has it ever been chimney? What are you on about?
Jesus, Ron, man.
Chimney.
Chimney.
Chimney
What
is like
did he
a,
say
could be
last
like a
week?
Korean
Kilometers.
person. Oh, chimney, you know.
Chimney. Speak English.
Rob Evans, orange is laced with Jack at halftime. That's not a bad shout, Rob.
Oh, that's
yeah.
good. Yes, I
Don't
agree.
let me see what Charles. I can do a job at the back for you. See, we got plenty of recruits. Recruitment is going well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's how I say it. Nah.
Chimney.
When Santa got
Chimney.
stuck up the chimney.
Chimney.
Chimney. Oh, Christ. Any more questions? Got a lovely shot by you. I think I took that off the fan page. That's calm before the storm, that is.
Mm.
See the guy there in the blue with the black cap?
Yeah.
He was he was over the moon that I went in the crowd. He came out after the gig. He was like, "Yes, well done, brother." He was so excited. And
Is that the guy from Newport?
Oh, I'm not sure, but him and there's another guy called Stu, and he was like the head of the guys in the blue shirts. He had a red shirt on. Thank you, Stu, for all your help. He was like, just tell me when you're gonna go in, and we'll be there to help you back off the stage, back off the crowd. So they were brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I think he was the fella from Newport, wasn't he? Because he said
Yeah, he's a
he
lovely
said
guy.
to us beforehand.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Love it, don't it? Look at that. There they are, boy.
Amazing.
Look at that.
Look at that crowd.
Pick it up.
The
Look
plane.
at that.
Bloody nuts, man.
Yeah, it's like a 2-in-1. That is. It's two good things to see in it. Number one, a load of people enjoying a rock concert, like, or a grunge concert, punk grunge. You know, I'm not against any genre, like, you know, but and then you've got an aeroplane in the background going somewhere nice, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, going somewhere nice.
It's like, you know, lovely, like. That's
What do you mean nice? Home.
Going to Magaluf.
Oh, fucking home, but I'm putting a nice twist on it. I am. I'm putting a nice twist on
Going
it.
home.
Nice they are. Or they've been somewhere nice. How about that? They created some nice memories.
Mm.
And a fairground in the background. Fucking hell. Got it over.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Of a Lost Boys feel.
There's a question there, James Goldsmith. Was you not allowed to have your backdrop? We were told we couldn't, James, until we got there, and they said, you should have put your backdrop. We were like, you kidding? You told us we couldn't. So I don't know. There was a miscommunication there, but we were told we couldn't. There was some bands that didn't bring theirs because they were told the same. And then when we got there, we were like, "Did you bring a backdrop?" Oh, you were kidding me.
Yeah.
They said 3 times as well. Take a backdrop. Take a backdrop. But no,
It's typical for us, and we buy these
mine.
backdrops, and we never get to use them.
I'll have to bring it. You have to put the fucking backdrop in my house. I'll bring a backdrop. I'll put it in my backpack. Backdrop in the backpack. I won't forget the fucker.
A4 sheet.
It won't fit in your backpack, but
I know. It's like a bum bag, you know.
Dora the Explorer, isn't it?
Dora the Explorer.
It's like fucking Dick Whittington, isn't it?
The Quittington.
Why is it like Dick Whittington?
I don't know. I just wanted to do random, man. I don't know. It don't work when I do it, does it? But you shout random shit, and I'm thinking, right, I'm gonna join them. Like, there
We'll
go.
be having our backdrop a Steelhouse, that's for sure. No Ronnie's
yeah.
tea towel. No Ronnie's tea towel. It's too small.
No flannel. So
Post-it
flannel.
note.
Yeah, flannel's smaller than a tea towel. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should know that. You should know. You should know. Any more questions?
Oh, look out.
Chimbley.
Chimney.
Oh, there we go.
Dialect form of chimney.
Yeah, but he didn't. He
Yeah,
didn't see.
yeah. That's
You can
Ah,
exactly.
play that
bollocks.
in Scrabble, apparently.
Oh,
Then.
no. Look, Cambridge scientists believe they may have discovered a genetic defect that makes some people say chimley instead of you basically got a genetic defect, Ron.
Ah, Jesus Christ. We're on to something.
Chimbly.
Chimbley. Hey, how would a Swedish cow say it, Dave?
Yeah, that is a chimney. Yeah.
Excellent. Here's a throwback for you.
James Goldsmith, excellent point. We need flags. Keep posted on our web store. That basically means we're getting them in.
Yeah. Try to be subtle about it, but yeah.
They are coming soon, guys. Very soon. Great to hear.
Marvelous.
Very,
We'll see them in Steelhouse hopefully then.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Okay. Any more? Is there any more?
Just to let you guys know, we've started sending out some of the CrowCast t-shirts, the new CrowCast t-shirt, the cartoon one. There it is in all its glory. Yeah, they look good. They look really good. Look like we could do with a sunbed, I'll tell you what. But it is Wales, so after all. Yeah, I think I'm about halfway through, so there's still more to put out, but we'll get through them tomorrow at some point.
Fabulous. And
lovely.
reminder, yet again, CrowCast episode 66 next week is the download quiz where you can win, Shane Greenall.
First prize, 2 VIP weekend passes for Download 2022, including camping and free parking, plus a signed set list from our Crow set list at Download. Second, signed personalized drum skin that Ronnie used in the set, and Lloyd's bass strings that he also used in the set, and plectrums from the boys, the guitarists themselves, and a signed Download pilot set list. Third prize is a Those Damn Crows £50 merch store voucher, plus a signed Download pilot set list. Incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen, one-liner shiner.
The end is nigh, but all right, here we go. Then, ready, Dave? You
I'm
got
ready.
a comment ready after me. All right,
I
here we
was
go.
born ready.
If history repeats itself, I'm getting a dinosaur. Go.
He's laughing.
What dinosaur would that be though, Shine? What's your favourite dinosaur, Shine?
Oh, T-Rex, but
Oh, there we are then.
fuck
The
it.
little arms
saw
of
it?
that.
Yeah, he'd bite your head off by home. Have that.
Well, very closely related to a chicken, apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
his little arms to keep his balance.
I'm confused now. Is that the one line or Dave? What are we talking about?
Oh, I don't know. I've lost the fucking plot now, but to be honest.
Right. Just a quick reminder. It's a general knowledge. There we go.
It's
Will the
not
quiz-
general knowledge, eh?
Will the quiz be general knowledge? No, it's a download quiz. Am I right there?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a download festival quiz. So swat up. Yes, it'll all be about download festival and the bands and everything to do with download festival. I'm just double checking that. Correct. It's a download quiz. There we go. It's a download quiz. So I got caught out there and I was reading the wrong script.
There we are. Get on their Wikipedia page. You should you read all that. You should get first prize.
I'll get on there
Job
first
done.
and re-edit it. Just to throw a
Yeah.
spanner in the works.
That's it. That's it. So swat up, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And we haven't had a guest, but it's been great chatting to you all. We felt all your support and love, honestly, not just on the show, before the show, from everybody that wasn't there. And hopefully, fingers crossed now, this is the start of live music coming back. And we can meet up soon, because honestly, it was an absolute godsend seeing those faces. We missed you guys. So thank you for joining us. This has been episode 65 on CrowCast. We'll see you next week for the download quiz on CrowCast episode 66. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Look after each other.
Crow.